What do we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, I did not film the prep of these about what I'm about to show you, but I have another video where you can prep them the same. Let's go ahead and pop this open and see what we got. Oh man, ooh, so steamy. Steaming up my camera. Let's give it a second here. Come on, camera. Yeah, I really steamed it up. But anyways, let me stop my monitor down here. I've got 2 pork shoulders cooking right here. Basically I got a little get together. Last barbecue I'm going to do in Houston anyways. But I prepared these. These are both 8-pounders. I prepared them using the method in my pork shoulder video, which I will provide a link to for those who are not aware. But I was just cooking with this Pit Boss, and we're about 11 degrees away from target temp of 199 degrees, because these are pretty much melting away here. Get a little dryness going on, but that's not a big deal. These are just marbled with fat, so they're still going to be super moist and everything on the inside. And I actually kind of like the barky, crunchy textures of the outside. This Pit Boss has been great. I've actually finally mastered getting it to stay at a steady temp. And what I've noticed on this Pit Boss, this feature, is they have a low and slow vent here. Like, you can open it up and kind of get more precision on your airflow, and I've found that my low and slows do good right about there with at the 3 column of holes. It holds my temp perfect. As a matter of fact, I got this thing up to about 230 last night, and it stayed that way from like 12:30 last night till about 5 a.m. And I got out of bed at 5 a.m. just to check and see if the temperatures were staying steady, and they were, according to my probe chart. My remote probe has a spreadsheet that you can print and everything. It shows, like, your spikes and your dips and your dives and then your leveling out. And this thing stayed right around 230 the whole night. So yeah, I do get a little leakage still around here. What I ended up doing on this is I bought some more high temp felt, and I did another round of it over the existing felt, and that made this much more snug. Then I drilled through the felt and put the screws back in, and I still get some leakage around here, but I've noticed as I use this grill, it gets more gummed up, and now the smoke has a tendency more to just come out the vents on top. So the more you use this grill, the better, because this gets more caked in soot, and over time it just kind of seals itself. But this grill has been a champ. I've been loving it, loving every bit of it. And for $600, you can't beat that, man. But yeah, these bad boys are you see a smoke kind of billowing out of there. Nice light smoke going on, just kissing the meat. I'm gonna be pulling these here probably in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I just wanted to give you an update on the Pit Boss Kamado. This thing's been working freaking awesome. I'm so glad I went with this purchase. Like I said, I was looking at the Kamado Joe Classic. It's just too small, and then the Big Joe is just too damn big. So I'm glad I went with the Pit Boss, and for the price, you can't beat it. I just want to show you one more thing. You'll see my clearance down here. I actually have the grate, my stainless steel grate, is resting on my water pan. My water pan is just a little bit too tall. You can see my grate is just resting on it. But hey, it works, man. As long as I can get a good smoke going. And then my smoking stone is where it would typically rest. But I may buy a few accessories, the spider hanger and the drip pan and all. But I've always been using these big foil drip pans, and this is about 24-inch cooking surface on here. I took the other rack and it's down here. I don't even use it when I'm smoking. I guess I could technically just throw it back on there and put another pork butt on top of that if I wanted. But these are 2 8-pounders. Smoking for I put them on about 12 o'clock last night. It's about 1 or so now. Pork shoulders, they have a serious stall to them, especially in your barrel smokers. If you got a traditional barrel with a side firebox, those smokers, you just gotta tend to them, keep feeding them wood and keep feeding them wood, because those you just keep throwing logs on. But pork shoulders, once they get to about the 160-degree range, they sit and stall for hours. Like, they can stall for 5 hours sometimes. And I'm just glad that this Kamado, I set it, get it dialed in perfect. I go to bed. I get up, and most of it's already cooked through the way, and then I can just kind of come and check on it through my day during the daytime, during normal hours, and still not, worry about losing any sleep. So, is it cheating? I don't know. You be the judge. Who cares? It makes awesome barbecue. I mean, I wouldn't do it any other way anymore. I get my sleep. I keep my monitor going anyways, just because I want to see how it performs through the night. And yeah, so and I'm not just plugging Pit Boss here. I'm plugging any ceramic, really. I mean, this thing does not leak at all. It has not leaked. It's the manufacturer setups. I checked the tightness on things, and it all seems pretty legit and awesome. There's no leaks anywhere that I can tell. But it's just been working great. So I don't know, if you want to get into ceramic grilling, I really don't think you have to go full on Kamado Joe or full on Big Green Egg. I mean, if you find a good deal on a Vision, a Primo, a Pit Boss, a Gorilla Grill, they're all pretty much made by the same people anyways. So, and I also really love the real estate of the Pit Boss, because it gives me a lot more cooking surface for a cheaper price. So with that being said, I just wanted to check in with you guys, show you what I'm up to. I will be doing more cooking vids, of course, once I get settled in Midland. But right now, I just wanted to show you what I'm doing this weekend. And another word to the wise, never go buy these. It says 300. I can assure you, let's see what it says. My temp, let's see. Okay, that's my meat probe. 188, we're 11 degrees away. 220. So I've been kind of hanging around the 220, 225 mark, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, don't go buy these. It says 220 down on it says it's 220 at the grate level, and what are we reading here? We're reading about 305, maybe 310, somewhere in there. So that's a big difference in temp. So never go buy these. I mean, you can, but just know that it's not going to be, you're going to be probably, substantially off. So yeah. And also, that's another thing, this is sealed really well too. There's no leaks around it. So if you're on the fence about getting a ceramic or getting a cheaper ceramic, I wouldn't be on the fence about it. I mean, they definitely are. I mean, this one's made really well. I think I'll get a lot of years out of it, versus my Acorn was steel, and steel rusts over time, especially if it's a certain grade of steel. This thing has nothing that'll rust on it. I believe even all these are stainless, so they shouldn't rust. And if they do, I'm pretty sure I can find these band bolts or nuts at any hardware shop and get new ones. It's all powder coated, so I don't have to worry about rust unless I scrape it or something. But if I pay attention to where the scrapes are, I can paint it real quick and protect it. But yeah, I mean, I've been using this thing for burgers and fajitas and all that, and I mean, these are real sturdy and firm. If you got a Costco nearby, I highly recommend you go check one out and make your own opinion about it. But you can't beat it, man. You cannot beat it, especially all this real estate. So, and you can mod these. You can make different grates and stuff, put them in there, and you can make 3-tier systems, whatever. I mean, there are some aftermarket things, but I mean, yeah, it's really well cured now. As you can see, all black inside, all nice and just seasoned, so it's perfect. With that, guys, I just wanted to check in and say hey. But like I said, if this thing sucked, I would have definitely told you it sucked. But it's definitely a step above the Acorn that I was using. So if you can, if it's in your budget, get yourself a full ceramic. If you can't get a full ceramic, get yourself an Acorn, because it's still just such a diverse way of cooking. Kamados are just awesome. You can grill, smoke, bake, you can do all kinds of things in them. And the charcoal is way more efficient. The lump charcoal is so much more efficient on cooking, and you can't beat it, man. So anyways, this is actually my delayed Memorial Day cook, but I just wanted to check in and say hey to you guys. Thank you, all you new subscribers. Be on the lookout for new videos. I'm not sure when I'll post them. Just hit the little bell, make sure you don't miss any indicators of anything new I've posted. And yeah, that's it right now. And another thing I want to do once I'm established, it'll be a while, is do a Strat Beer Memorial Brew. I know a lot of the brew tubers in the community are doing a Strat Memorial Brew Day all together. There's a whole bunch of YouTube brewers, brew tubers, getting together and doing a live event. If you want to know more about that, you can go to Looney Larry TV website, YouTube channel. I'll put it down below, and I think he's going to have a link to the YouTube live event where all these brewers are going to get together all around the world. They're going to brew a beer in honor of our friend Ronald Derry, aka Strat Beer. So anyways, thank you for your time. Appreciate all those subscriptions, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.